What's going on?
Whoa!
I broke the set.
Almost. Almost.
Boom! The key
does that
art
say?
for the Afeera hero.
Afeera.
That's right.
Feast your eyes upon
There
it.
it is. Mace and shield.
It's
Interesting.
I didn't realize Max went to the full screen there.
I know.
So I was like, look
Kind
at
of
it.
looks more like
at
an
it.
assassin, I'd say.
No, so the Afeera hero.
Which is
and
good news for me,
we're not
'cause
just- it's
as you
not
know,
just
I
the
play
key
a lot
art.
of assassin
We've
characters.
got a
So
sick,
I'm interested. I mean, I was interested
wicked
anyway,
sick
but
trailer
I'm even
for
more
you.
interested now.
And so check us out, and then we will be back with hero narrative and art.
Welcome everyone who's just joined as well. Just joined us in the last minute or so. Or since I last said it.
What is fate, if not an ally? A friend who walks with us in life. A
I don't think I've
guide
seen
who
this trailer,
delivers
actually.
us
This
to
is
journey's
different to
end.
the... Is it different to the other one?
Too long have we stood aside. Now, at last, we enter the fray.
Oh, there she is. She looks like a speedy character. Oh, there's Ravia and the crew. I'm getting some shinobi vibes actually, with those kind of like leg tackles and things. Taken down reworked Valk there, and then Nusha. She's very
We
acrobatic
are
by the
the
looks of things.
Afeera.
Yeah, she's got to be an assassin.
Let us light your path.
There we go. Now we know, guys. Now we know. It's hybrid. I guess, yeah. I mean, it could also be hybrid. The hybrid being assassin in there somewhere, and maybe a heavy, because she has a shield. Well, I was actually looking the other day, like, I think the last 3 or 4 heroes have been all hybrids, so I guess it's kind of like, you could say most things are hybrids in some way. It doesn't really matter too much what it's classed as, to be honest. I mean, no one really cares too much.
What an awesome trailer. Were you guys as excited as we were? Mace, the bonkening is upon us. So a couple of things real quick. I'm joined by Stefan, Andre, and Anastasia. And we're going to get into the hero narrative and art. How are you guys doing today?
Great, excited to be here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yep, great. Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. It's awesome. A couple of things real quick before we dive into this, because I forgot them in the last segment, is we have seen the reports of some connection issues, disconnects, things like that. The team's been investigating. We have a couple of leads on some potential causes, so we'll keep you guys updated on that as that investigation progresses.
Yeah.
And
I haven't had
then
any connection issues recently.
Armor variations will be in each segment transition for all of the heroes. So if you
You're
want to
interested,
see your
Supreme.
your
I'm
mains,
interested as well.
armor variations, keep an eye out on those segment
No reflex
transitions so you
guard
can see those.
assassin. Yeah, that'd be an interesting
So Stefan, let's
combination.
talk about Afeera.
Because people
Let's
want to get rid of
absolutely
the
talk about Afeera.
reflex guard.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Listen, I'm ready. Are you
Did
ready?
you forget everything?
No, if we keep saying it, will it be true?
I hope so. All right, Afeera, new hero. She's an Outlander, and she's our first Arabian hero. So one of the beautiful
Arabian
things about
hero.
the Outlanders is it allows us to bring
I got it. I
warriors
think I
from
got
all
it
over the
right when
globe
I talked about this
for the
before.
first time.
Because people were like, "Oh, is
she's
she
our first,
Persian or is she
Arabian
Arabian or?"
All right. So what can we expect?
Wasn't-
Her? So that's like the high level.
wasn't sure on what
what
to
can we
call it,
expect
but
gameplay wise?
It's Arabian.
Sure. The other great thing about Outlanders, of course, new culture, but also their kind of identity is to bring unique gameplay opportunities to us.
Or it's something we've done with every single Outlander because we had
Exactly. Pirate
Feats
had
and
Feats and
Chains.
Chains. Exactly.
Yeah.
Magi had 2 modes with a breaking apart weapon, and this one brings actually 2 kind of cool gameplay opportunities. So first off, something called Relentless Reach, which awesome brand name.
yeah, no.
allows her.
Relentless
Yeah, she's got a
reach.
short range weapon, of course, but she can get through a group fight to other sides of it and kind of really run down her opponent. Nobody is really safe from her, even though she's a short range character. She can run really
Short
good,
range
and
character,
good
but
at
she's good in
I had a
group
little bit of
fights.
time with her the other day, and I was like, "Oh, you can
different.
do that. You like big Edith
Different is good.
Deletus energy."
Yeah. Oh, you're rolling. Wrong
We don't want
answer.
more of the same.
Yeah. You think you're safe because you're on this side? Maybe not.
You want to try and run? You want to try?
Super cool. So yeah, short range for regular attacks, but relentless reach to get through that group fight, and then you'll see some feats and so on later on with JC, Vanessa, and Nolan to really show you how she increases over time, which is cool. It's good. And then the second unique gameplay opportunity that she brings is stance choice becomes very critical for her. Anywhere you are inside a chain, if you do an attack, the direction influences what property do you get at that time. So, you have to really be like, do I want this at that time? Do a top. If you want this, do a left.
Yeah, for my very smooth Warden main brain, I was very quickly like, "Oh, this is a hero with a high skill ceiling."
Yeah, we're very much hoping to see a lot of creativity, a lot of mastery.
I like
and
that.
Some really awesome plays out of players.
High skill ceilings.
Can't wait till you get your hands on it.
They're always
I'm so
always my
excited,
preferred
and
option because you
Mace
have to
hero
really
finally
learn the
in
character.
For
There's no
Honor,
easy
like
sort of
proper
like
Mace.
50-50
Exactly. Let's do the whole
mix-ups,
rundown, I guess, of
anything like
what are the
that.
properties,
It's just
right?
like
So
learn the character,
she's got the mace,
know the
and
move set.
These are weapons. She's got 2 armor sets coming. That
It's more
Mace and
satisfying that
shield.
way as well, I find.
the mace and the shield, one in one hand, one in the other hand. Yeah,
So
exactly.
Is there? Can I punch someone with this shield?
Yes, you could absolutely.
Welcome
You have to
everyone
wait
else
till
who's
the
just
next
joined
time
recently.
to show
Welcome,
you,
Loris.
and
What's
it'll
up,
be
man?
awesome. Anastasia.
Spoiling.
We're going to do all the cool
Ace,
stuff.
hello.
See it in
How you doing?
Next segment.
Anastasia, in just a couple minutes, is going to show you the 2 armor sets and their variations. These are awesome as well. She's an Outlander. She's a hybrid.
Am I planning to make videos not only
She's
about For
gender
Honor?
lock,
Yeah.
So just as we did
For
in
sure.
the last,
I've made some
2 years.
some non-For Honor videos
Griffin,
before. They're very
Asian
rare.
pirate,
The last one I did was the
Magi,
Modern Warfare 2 one.
Afeera, we're following the same pattern, basically.
I'm also, this is
We're-
kind of
we're
like a
nothing
test
if
as
not
well
consistent.
for like live streams.
Yes, hopefully.
So maybe
I
restart
know
some live
people in
streams
chat will be
going
dismayed,
forward.
but that's how we do it.
Now that I've got
And it's just gonna look cool.
things
You'll see
set
the
up,
arms,
I've got a new
and
camera,
then
I've
you
got
play it and be like,
new
it's
sort of,
Well,
I've got like some other stuff planned
if
as well.
that's everything for
So
right now, I would
got
love
things
to
in the
jump
works.
into Afeera's background. What's her story? Where's she coming from? Andre, talk to me.
Absolutely. Well, the first thing to know about the Afeera
is
is
it gender
that they
locked?
are
I think it
warrior
is gender
scholars.
locked. I think it looks
so in
like
battle, they are highly acrobatic.
she's going to be
they
female
are
only.
tactical, and they fight with a lethal elegance,
But
as Stefan mentioned. This is even
it's
reflected
not-
in the name.
not an issue for
Afeera,
me,
which means
but-
gazelle in Arabic.
Yeah, I
and
think
the
she's a bit,
gazelle, the way that it
gender
moves,
locked.
was a major influence for us across the board. It was even the code name for a while. And so many of us still kind of know Afeera as gazelle. The Afeera, though, they're not just killers, right? They're not just going to bonk you and walk away. Bonk.
They enforce the will.
Besides this elite training,
of
they're
destiny.
also given a rigorous education in
If they come for you,
sciences,
it's already too
arts.
late.
They really uphold knowledge as sacred above
Really
all.
upholding the
But in the
edginess
end,
of For
all
Honor.
this training, all this
in that
education, it
sentence.
really only has one purpose, and that is to guard the Sultana.
Which, according to the lore story, they maybe didn't do the best job of.
I'm gonna well actually you.
Oh, okay.
Actually, if you listen to the story that we just heard right before, there is one hero who does step up and tell the Sultana and warn her about the Revere threat. But the Sultana, in her pride, didn't listen. You have to keep in mind that Arabia had been relatively secure now for centuries. And I can tell you a little bit more about that hero if you want to hear.
Is it Heba?
It is.
I think
Heba.
it's Heba.
It is Heba. So yes, Heba is our main Afeera hero. And like the other Afeera, she is recruited off the streets. She's a poor outcast. That's how the Sultana gets all her soldiers.
I'm guessing that's kind of like her
But Heba, she's really an
character
exceptional
name.
fighter.
like
She
Vortiga
rises
was
through the ranks
Black
meteorically,
Prize character name.
and she shows real proficiency for astronomy. And so naturally, being an incredible fighter, being great at astronomy, that positions her well to be the guardian of the celestial sphere, right?
I mean, Medjay
she
was a
essentially
gender locked
just,
character, and he was male.
Wants to
So
stop Revere now at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
That-
they're
yeah,
trying to
that's,
find some
kind
sort of balance there.
The vibe that I've
And if they
got
do
with
make
their
it
conflict.
male and
It's,
female,
okay,
it's
got
kind of
one
like
idea,
twice the
Eva
work,
has another.
and
That's right.
they
And
might not have the
as you
resource
also heard
for
the
it
short
to be able to
story,
make every
she
hero
wants to
male and
rebuild the
female
sphere.
going forward. So
Because
I don't know.
she wants to follow Revere and stop her, and I can tell you that she is mostly successful at rebuilding it. Not completely.
There's nothing to say they won't do
so it
another
was already like
Arabian
Gum,
hero
duct
that is
tape, aluminum
male, though.
foil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was
The
a bit like
Outlanders,
reading
you know,
tea leaves before,
can be-
and so now
can be
to use
anything.
another metaphor, mixing
So
metaphors
I wouldn't
here,
rule
it's
it
like
out.
static television sets.
Or like
Well-
when YouTube goes down to 240p if you're Gen Z.
Yes, absolutely. And so what I can tell you at the beginning of the season, while she is successful at that, there's also perhaps a little clue that we've hidden.
Oh, we hid there's a clue for people in chat.
That's right. Yes.
Is it here? Is the clue in the room with us right now?
It might be. It might be. We've hidden it somewhere, so you have to take a look for that.
Okay. Can you show me in the broadcast where the clue is?
I'm not going to say anything, but if you find it, you'll get a glimpse into the future of Heathmore as well.
Well, speaking of inspirations, clues, all kinds of good Afeera stuff, Anastasia, what were some of the artistic direction inspirations that went into Afeera? And I think we have some concept art to kick this off.
I have to say, the
Yes,
art
we
team
definitely have some
for Verona
concept
is
art to
like
show.
first
So,
class. No matter what you say
when we
about
started
mechanics,
creating the
etc.,
character,
they're
it's
really, really good
always
with their
super
designs
interesting,
and their
super
movement, of
fun,
course, as well,
and very hard
like
to-
animations and things.
because you have to think about so many things. So first of all, her personality, right? So we know that she is precise, elegant, and tactical. So we ask ourselves how she might look like, what's going to be her silhouette. And we thought that she's elegant, so she has this thin silhouette, and she's from the Arabic. We have this Arabic theme, right? So even from far, you notice that she has this Arabic vibe in her silhouette. And when she's coming closer, she's getting more and more dangerous, of course.
No, and
Yeah.
I love how the silhouette, whether near or far, even with her slender frame, you know exactly what's coming your direction. And
But
just-
she's super fast.
yeah,
So
just
probably you
real
want to
quick.
even...
Yeah, you're not going to see her coming. She's
yeah.
like a rocket.
And I know
From
that
the trailer, it
usually,
looks like,
or,
anyway.
I can say usually, right? We will when we're designing a hero, you
The
guys
mask
will
looks
start
cool.
with a weapon,
Yeah.
and then kind of be
I
like,
think
okay, what
they
hero
did sort
kinda
of
comes
reveal it
out of
in
this
the
weapon?
trailer
And I know with
with the
Afeera,
shards
it
of
was a little bit
glass.
The other way around. We
They kind of
knew
showed
we had this
bits
hero
of it, and I was
concept,
like, yeah, that looks
and,
like it.
And that kind of freed us up to be like, okay, now what weapon fits best with this hero?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. This is what happened with this character. So we tried different
These
types
look
of
like the
weapon,
kind of
but
Basic
nothing
starting
really
weapons.
feels like it's her weapon. And then we found this very interesting, unique technique,
Golden red.
fighting technique
Interesting.
with the mace and the shield. And it actually looks like a dance. You wouldn't suggest that, mace is not very elegant, probably. This is your first thoughts. gonna
Yeah, that's
be,
kind of
right?
what a lot of
Yeah.
fantasy media kind of portrays the mace as this big, heavy, unwieldy thing.
Exactly.
And as a historical martial artist, I've been firsthand receiving on the end of the reality that it is very fast. We're talking 2.5 to 4 pounds, because you've got to swing it all day in a battle. It can't be this big, heavy thing.
Ooh, that
they're
one
real
there.
quick and they're not.
That one
fun
looks
to
the
get
best. That
on.
kind of looks like
Not at all.
it's like a turtle
Not
from
at
the
all.
side. I don't know why I see
So
that.
I love seeing that paired with a shield, because I think a lot of times we think of this
Oh,
big,
actually, maybe that one's the best one.
gargantuan Sauron.
That's the
mace.
most colourful.
To see something so lithe and elegant
Yeah.
is really awesome.
Yeah, and fits
Not
her
sure whether
super
she's
well.
an assassin or a hybrid
Um,
yet, for
And
those that are
also,
asking.
as you can see,
They haven't gone into that detail, I don't think, yet. Oh, here we go. This is the rep 7 plus stuff, I think,
Are-
here.
Is there weapon lore?
There is weapon lore. Yeah.
I-
So
I can hear Pyro and Era and the rest of the lore community just being like, huh? I'm listening.
So just like in Season 22, we are introducing backstories for the weapons. And so those will be available February 2nd on the
They
website.
briefly mentioned she's a hybrid.
And
Okay.
what I can tell you right
If
now
they've said it,
is
then
probably my
they've said
favorite
it.
is the Lost Century set. It tells the story of 3 Afeera who are trapped behind enemy lines, and they have to fight their way back home. So if you want to learn more about Arabia, you want to
Small
learn more
shields
about these
suggest
amazing
deflex, so it
weapons,
could be.
keep an eye out for when the TU drops.
Or
on February 2nd.
like Valkyrie,
That is
she has
awesome.
like it's
I'm
not technically
looking
called a
forward to that.
deflect, but it's
I
called
just
like
love what
a
the art team has done with these weapons. The
I
colors,
don't know,
the
something that's called
inlays,
something else.
And the armors.
Superior
as
block
well,
or something,
and the-
superior
all of the,
thingy.
historical inspiration
Yeah.
that went into those. Like we're seeing right here with the patterning, the inlays, all the different textiles.
Exactly. And also, when we started to work on her, she is very light and tactical, so she cannot wear like very heavy armor, right?
You can see the different patterns on the legs and everything. It's not
her
like
body is
you
fully
won't find the same
protected,
patterns. Like they
she
don't
has
just copy and
this
paste
very
it from
nice
like a samurai.
chainmail,
Like
and that
they,
enforced with
like you can see that
metal
they've actually gone into the
plates,
detail of researching
so
it
she
and
is
then
deadly
applying
and,
the applying the correct like sort of patterns
I think
and
later we
like
can look forward
artistic
to Vanessa telling us
styles,
a
I
bit about
guess,
that
from
crescent.
Oh yeah.
Arabia.
Yeah, functional. But yeah, I love the inspiration here. I think Andre, you and I were talking the other day just
Ooh,
about
chainmail
like,
looks
the
good.
Abbasid period.
More
and
chainmail is
kind
needed.
of a little bit outside of that, the like 8th to 13th century window.
After they added it
Just
to
all of
Raider,
the
because it was requested for ages, it
inspiration,
seems
from
like
not only that time span.
once they
but
perfected
the
it, now
whole
they
region
can
of
just
the
use it on
world.
other characters as
So
well.
we just basically went, okay, we're just going to take all this
Yoink.
time and space and
Yeah.
into one hero.
Yeah. There are a few historical
Got a few more
inspirations,
people
so
join
yes,
us. Welcome,
that's one of
guys.
them,
Welcome,
the
welcome,
early
freedom.
Abbasid period of
How are we
the
doing?
8th to 10th century. Really fascinating time. You had a Muslim empire ruled over a vast territory from modern Morocco to Pakistan. And people from all over this empire, they would meet, they would influence each other, mostly in Baghdad, the capital city. And so you have influences ranging from Arabian to Persian. And we really see this well represented in Season 24 as well with Afeera. But it's never a one-to-one history, of course.
That's it
We're
for the armors, I
alternate
think.
Timeline.
Got some
We take
like
what we want.
Yeah.
spiked helmets for
And
the
so,
Rep
yeah,
7
but,
legendary
the
armor.
Abbasid period is definitely a major inspiration.
Yeah, and just like, you know, it wasn't always like a cozy, like...
Yeah, I was
think a
kind
lot
of
times
surprised
they
it was
do
a
as
mace,
melting
actually.
pot area,
I thought
more
she'd have like
a convenient
some
crossroads
like a
of
variant of a
sharing
scimitar,
knowledge and culture.
like a curved
Sometimes
sword. I don't know why I was thinking
opportunistically,
that, but
Sometimes maybe less
mace
so.
is welcome.
You know, more
Mace
necessity
is always welcome.
driven. And they're,
It's
you
not a
know, there's
flail,
conflict
which is
in that
what
area as well.
Conqueror has,
I love
so it
seeing
is
that
technically different.
inspiration pulled into Heath more, and how you guys have said, okay, we're gonna, you know, take this and pull from that, and you know how that weaves into, you know, expanding the For Honor mythos.
Yeah.
So, and I think like we had
Legit
big
just turned a
inspiration from
warlord into a tall
Mamluks.
female,
That's
gave him a
right.
mace
so
and
that would
called
be
it
the
a day.
second major inspiration.
We'll have
the
to wait and
Mamluk
see.
Sultanate. And the
She did do
Mamluks,
some
they were very
cartwheels,
fascinating.
which
soldiers,
Warlord
ethnically
certainly
diverse
can't do.
soldiers who served in the armies of sultans.
I would love to
And some
see
of
it
them
though,
were even,
if Warlord could do some
personal
cartwheels,
bodyguards
but
to sultans,
she
entrusted
looks
to,
like she's more of an acrobatic,
stay in their bedchambers
fast
overnight
hero.
and not murder them in their sleep.
Because when I become a king, that's what I want: is some guy watching me sleep.
Yes.
That sounds.
some
That's
guy may
comforting.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that really.
Yeah.
That's gonna make me feel safe.
And so the Mamluks were mostly successful at that. Eventually, they branch off, they form their own sultanate, and they're very successful there, 2.5 centuries approximately. But yes, unfortunately, that splinters off. But in our timeline, the Afeera, they're the natural offshoots of the Mamluks. They do have a much more positive relationship with the Sultana than
Less-
the Mamluks did with their sultan.
Less of the compulsory components. Like,
Yes. Yes, absolutely. But yeah, that was another major inspiration.
Awesome. Well, thank
Shouldn't
you
it be in
so
Kong
much,
had a baby?
each of you, for joining me
That's-
on this
yeah.
segment. A
That's
couple
what
of
it looks like at the
reminders,
moment.
Before we go on,
Maybe a bit of
to
Valk in there
the
as well.
Hero gameplay, Knight's Armor variation stuff. We've got the Hero again available February 2nd for a exclusivity period of 2 weeks, and so she'll be $7.99 during that period, and then 2 weeks later she'll be available for steel. And so, in addition to that, from the 2nd until the 23rd, we will have a free event pass, so you can get your battle outfit, an ornament, in a mood effects.
Twilight
And
of
right
the
here we've got the
Afeera.
Mystic Sage battle outfit.
It's the new event.
I really like the subdued colors
Runs
in that.
all
and
of
some the
February.
symbols. And then we've got your noble
2nd to the
panache
23rd.
ornament on Sir Legendary here. So, you know, you can let your friends know that you have the Riz. And then Golden Lights mood effects. I am a big fan of any mood effect that has like light based, because they pair really well with a lot of executions. Most notably, my end them rightly pommel toss, because I will not let the meme die. So thank you all again for joining me on this segment, and you homes stick around because we will be right back with hero gameplay.
Ooh, here we go. Hero gameplay. This is like the main part, I guess. Armour variations. Armour variations looking pretty standard from what I'm seeing here. Nothing jumps out at me yet. It's just my opinion, of course. I swear that sword looks similar actually from the Warmonger though. Right. I swear this is the same thing that they just showed. Maybe they're not ready yet. Peacekeeper face. Yeah, they've shown Peacekeeper's face before, but now she has a red hood. So anyone out there looking for a red hood, you've got it. The shield looks good actually from Black Prior. Oh, maybe Griffin's weapon as well. That looks quite nice. Conqueror's flail looks, I don't know, looks kind of small actually. I guess Warmonger's alright, but I swear her sword looks like it's... I've seen that sword somewhere before.